Hey, if you've ever leaned forward in your chair because your system almost kept up, but not quite, EVO-X2 is going to feel like that moment when everything finally clicks into place. This is for the kind of person who feels performance at a gut level, not someone impressed by numbers alone. You know when motion stutters, when load screens stretch, when your workflow hesitates just long enough to pull you out of the moment. You've lived with compromises long enough to recognize quality when it's right in front of you. Before anything else, check the current price and stock right now. Machines with this level of power and flexibility don't sit in inventory, and hesitation is exactly how people end up kicking themselves later. You already know that quiet frustration that builds when your old setup starts showing its limits. Maybe it was during a tight gaming sequence where every millisecond mattered. Maybe it was when you opened up multiple high-res displays and your old machine just paused instead of performing. You tried telling yourself it was fine, but deep down you knew you had outgrown that compromise phase, because you kept trying to push harder and the system just couldn't follow. The first time you power up EVO-X2, that tension just melts away. Everything feels immediate. You don't wait for tasks to catch up with you, you lead them. The system doesn't just respond to commands, it anticipates them. That relief, that confidence, it's something you actually feel in your body. It's not a tweak, it's a transformation. In games, visuals stay crisp and motion stays fluid because the performance is there when you need it, not half a beat late. When you're multitasking, high-res screens, creative applications, browsers full of tabs, that feeling of becoming more efficient hits instantly. Even everyday browsing feels smoother because there's no drag, no hesitation, no invisible resistance holding you back. This isn't about chasing specs, it's about the experience of ownership. Once you feel this level of responsiveness, anything weaker feels like settling for less than you deserve. That's what makes hesitation so costly. You look back and realize you could have had something that actually keeps up with what you want to do. Don't wait for weird price dips or stock resets. Inventory shifts unpredictably, and that kind of uncertainty is exactly how people end up with future regret, wishing they'd made the move when they had the chance. If you're wondering whether it's too much, what you're really sensing is room to grow. You're not buying a stopgap, you're buying headroom that keeps pace with your ambition. You feel confidence in every action. You stop babysitting performance. You trust the machine instinctively. You feel proud every time you power it on. Yes, it demands quality cooling. And yes, you'll need space for multiple displays. Eventually, comparison just tires you out. At some point, you choose the system you keep circling back to in your mind. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and regret later. Check pricing and availability now and make the decision while it's still within reach. EVO-X2 finally delivers the performance you've been chasing.